Hi everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, March 4th, 2019. De-dollarization. Russia, banks, companies. What's going on? Can you see what is going on right before your eyes? So we are going to be taking a look at that and some recent news of late. Some of it good news for Bitcoin. Yes, imagine that. Good news for Bitcoin. Please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So let's get to it. I was looking at, doing my normal thing, the Bitcoin chart, and just taking a look at it, and I noticed this article that popped up, and it is titled, "Why is Putin in a rush to adopt cryptocurrency regulation?" And this is by Tanya Chepkova. So she did a pretty good job. So congratulations to her. But anyway, we've heard news of this and what's going on. And if you don't know, Russia's like a big country, right? And of course you know this. But they're real strong in oil. They've been buying a lot of gold. They've been doing a lot of stuff. Right now, it's like the ICOs. If you want an ICO, the only thing that you can do an ICO right now with the current regulation is if you have it backed by a commodity. And I think there is one ICO out there where it's actually doing that, but it hasn't done much. Nevertheless, what's going on in Russia is that, their GDP is decreasing. It was like 2.5%, something like that, 2.5%, and now it's 1.4, 1.3%, right around there. So it's on the decline, and they're seeing a reduction, as well as several other countries out there. But what's really going on here is that that's interesting is that Putin says, hey, lawmakers, hey, the parliament there, the ministry, stop messing around. And it actually says here, stop messing around, to get the regulation done for cryptos. And that is, that's interesting, okay? And if we take a look at this, why are they doing that? They have all this oil, they have all this gold. Do they want to, we've heard rumors of the crypto ruble, right? But are they going to base it on oil? Are they going to base it on gold or something else? What are they going to base it on? Your guess is as good as mine. So we'll see. But the thing is that right now they're pretty much like everyone else, and I'm a U.S. citizen, of course, and so I'm happy about this. But the world is pegged on the U.S. dollar. Yay! And that makes the U.S. dollar basically stronger for us and weaker for everyone else. Okay, so we have more buying power for the most part with the dollar if we go and travel abroad or buy goods, whatever. It's a wonderful thing, right? Anyway, so we have Russia that's really putting forth these Putin wants to get guidelines in effect for stuff like exchanges, mining, ICOs, how it's going to be treated as an asset or security or whatever. He says, get all this squared away for digital assets so we can be done with it and start going ahead further. And so they're actually pretty serious. It would be nice if we actually saw something like that in the U.S. where we said, okay, let's get this done. But we're the ones holding the dollar. And Russia's the ones holding the rubles, but they might be holding the crypto ruble. So we'll see. But the whole push is basically to get out from under the control of the U.S. dollar, and that's going to be pretty difficult, guys. Real best of luck to you. But for anybody to do that, it's anyway, that gets into a lot of heavy geopolitical things. Last time they tried doing that, where they're talking about going on to a gold standard, all of a sudden they got 4 aircraft carriers up their ass, and they used a guy's cover story. There you go, cover story of North Korea with the missiles. No, they're not sending 4 aircraft carriers to little North Korea. I mean, one would do it, but so they stopped doing that, and so that was pretty much gone. So now it's like, okay, cryptos. So we're going to do cryptos. And the interesting thing is that, okay, what will happen if Russia actually has cryptos going on internally? Once they have it going on internally, then they can do it externally, primarily with the BRICS, countries. So we're looking at Brazil, and we're looking at India, China, the BRICS. Also, another thing on the geopolitical side is what's happening in Venezuela. Okay, why hasn't there been a ton more aid from Russia into Venezuela? Ever think about that? Oh, first, let me go make sure that I am streaming. Yeah, okay. The health isn't that great, but hey, it is what it is. But so, back to Venezuela. How come there hasn't been just an enormous amount of food and supplies dropped in from Russia? Aren't they buddies? Aren't they friends? Yeah, it makes one think that, okay, this is a test bed. Let's crash an economy. Let's see how quickly people can adopt cryptos. They already have that petro thing down there, and that's been shut down basically by the U.S., which is fine. We have sanctions and stuff, and that's another thing Russia wants to get around is sanctions. Good luck with that. But it's a test bed. It's a test bed, and I think that we're also allowing it because we want to see what happens too. We as in the U.S. and other countries. So we're saying, okay, let's let Venezuela do its thing, and we can go and look and see how the people will circumvent whatever stuff is there, any restrictions or whatever, because they have a cryptocurrency that they're supposed to use, and they're not. They're using Bitcoin. And okay, so how are they doing that? Find the loopholes. How can they prevent it? So when Russia puts in a crypto and all of a sudden Venezuela gets on it, okay, how are they going to make sure that basically the Russian crypto is accepted and legitimized? Okay, well, that's just one tangent of it. So he wants to. This is Putin. He wants to, get out from under the control of the U.S. dollar, and a lot of people do. But good luck with that. I don't see much of a future for that. Nevertheless, they can try, whatever. But so that's just one of the things that they want to do now, and so that's what this article talks about. Also, they're saying that there is a dire need for investment. Yeah, okay, so this is going into a little bit of the economic situation that's going on, where Russia's deflating a bit, and they need some capital. Oh, here's GDP. What does it say here? Forecasted to be increased by 1.3% this year, as opposed to 2.3% in 2018. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. And let me get that out of there. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, they're deflating. So they want more investment coming in that will give them the intellectual capital, the people coming in to make crypto, get excited, have investment going on, have the people pull their money out from underneath their mattresses and invest in crypto. So this could be, really good things and kind of jumpstart Russia. Interesting stuff. And one thing, Russians like foreign products, if you didn't know. Yeah, they do. They used to absolutely adore Levi jeans. Man. I think they still do. Can't blame them. I like Levi's as well. Hit the like button if you like Levi's. So, so moving on with Russia. So, yeah, dire need for investment capital. Okay, this is going on with a lot of countries. So, maybe crypto can help with that. Because, we're looking at smaller ones here. Malta, Bahrain, Liechtenstein, Gibraltar. They're already doing... getting on the crypto bandwagon pretty quick. I didn't get this far. She is curing the oil addiction Long promoted ideas of diversifying the economy away from the oil and the gas industry. Yeah. Why? Well, the U.S. has the world's largest supply of natural gas. I'll be darned. Same as oil. Did you know that? Yeah, it's not Saudi, it's the United States. If we wanted to, we could crush the entire world with our supply. And we recently have become, I believe, the biggest exporter. Or actually started exporting. I have to check that out. I remember Trump was saying something about it, but it's not like I listen that much. Anyway, yeah. So, I like Trump. He's okay, but I don't want to get into politics like that. So anyway, we have Russia here, okay? And what are they trying to do? Skolkovo, which is basically, the Russian Silicon Valley, okay? They're trying to do something with the city in China. VeChain has a thing going on in China where, it's like the Silicon Valley, just to get more interest and stuff going on. But yeah, so they want more high-tech, higher paying stuff going on, okay? But this stuff is all going away from, so what is going on? They want to get away from basically the USD controlled. And why do I say USD? Because it's oil. Because of the oil, right? You have to buy it. If you want oil, you have to get it in USD plus other things for trade and so on and so forth. USD. Yeah. So Russia wants to get away from the world currency. All right. China. We've seen the same thing with China. They want to get away from its US dollar dependency. We've seen this. We know this. It's just becoming more to light. And what does she say here? An instinct for self-preservation. Oh, okay. Let's read this real quick. A bet on blockchain-based assets also seems rational for the sanctioned country. It is not by chance that the crypto community is intensely buzzing about the possible launch of Russia's own oil-backed cryptocurrency. Okay, so she's thinking it could be oil-backed. All right. Such a currency would help enable Russia to better dodge Western sanctions and escape its U.S. dollar dependency. That's what they're thinking. U.S. is U.S. is pretty strong, man. But they can dream. Many sanctioned countries across the world are now making a push, sometimes coordinated, for de-dollarization. Cool. There you go. That's what's happening. Okay? In a nutshell, that's what's happening. Countries are doing this. We also have not only countries, but we also have companies. So we have, what do we have? We have IBM that's getting real super duper uber heavy into blockchain, right? We have Facebook making its own stable coin. We have Hyundai getting into the mix. We have, well, you did have, what was that, Overstock.com, remember them? Yeah, they're trying to do something. Who else? American Express, we haven't heard much from, but they're involved. They could be doing something with Ripple. We'll see. They really haven't raised their head. They've been staying mighty quiet. IBM's with Stellar. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have going on? What other companies are out there trying to make their own crypto? Okay, so we have companies out there. Well, we have the banks too. We have the banks. JP Morgan, right? They're making their own crypto, which is basically, then we have other banks, B of A, right? So we're going to have the banks they're going to be competing against each other with their own cryptos, which is going to be like their own currency. This has happened or occurred before in the United States, where the banks each had their own currency or a regional currency. This has happened, and it wasn't It wasn't, and then the greenback came in, okay, and standardized the currency. But that's the reason why banks, if you go into like a bank, why they might have marble walls or show off a great big door of their vault and stuff. It's designed to help give a sense of safety, that they can physically protect your money and so forth in their vaults, or they have so much money, if they get ripped off, they have plenty more. It's a drop in the ocean. That stems back from the time of when the banks were competing against each other with their own currency, until the greenback, the US dollar came in at that time. Yeah, interesting stuff. Study your history. But anyway, going back to this, I mean, yeah, they're all trying to, self-preservation. That's what it's about. And so we're starting to see the larger corporations become, trying to preserve themselves. Banks, yeah, they're a corporation basically, right? And then countries. So what we're really seeing is a distancing, an escape from the dollar. So de-dollarization. That's what's happening. They did not really have an option before there were cryptos. Now they have options. Banks love this because, hey, they can create their own crypto and just print the money again, like they currently do, except it's all digital. And that's how things seem to work. But it's also interesting that if you're into, if you follow, what is that, QAnon, how there's stuff about the Fed, how they're basically looking at the Federal Reserve and perhaps have a big restructuring somehow of the Federal Reserve. That was installed back in 1913, and that's fiat money. Back in 71, they got off the gold standard, and then just everything just kind of, we're seeing the effects of that right now. But anyway, so it's not like everybody's running from the US dollar, okay? It's not that. It's everybody's running from the Federal Reserve note. Everybody's going into, or the energy. Here's the crypto trend. The energy is where they are going back to a type of exchange that is based on a physical commodity. So you have Russia, it could be oil, or it could be gold. We've already seen that with the petro. That's an oil. The US, probably, well, it could be oil as well, but more likely it's going to be gold. But they, with the US Treasury, will be out from underneath the thumb of the Federal Reserve note. Why is this important? Because it's basically a rejection of paying something with a debt. The greenback dollar, it's a Federal Reserve note, which is a promissory note. It is not an asset. It is a moniker for debt. It's a debt instrument. And okay, so you're paying somebody with a promise that's backed by nothing. That's fiat. With something that's backed by silver, that's backed by gold, that's backed by whatever, you have something tangible. They did used to have silver certificates, where you have like a $5 bill and it has like a little blue stamp on it. If you ever see one, keep it. Or go down to the coin shop or whatever and see if you can find a silver certificate. Go ahead and pick one up. They're kind of cool. But yeah, the US had those for a little while, so you can take it in and exchange it for, whatever amount of gold it was at that time. No more, so we're off of that standard. Anyway, so So yeah, I found this quite interesting. Just a general overall crypto trend. We'll be hearing about this more in the future. Okay, so just covering some more news real quick. What is going on? Some good news. Okay, so we have Coinbase basically says bye-bye to Neutrino, or actually not Neutrino, but the team that used to work for Hacking Team. And it's right here. The link is below, because the tweets, man, it got them. Okay. It says right here, those who previously worked at Hacking Team, despite the fact that they have no current affiliation with Hacking Team, yeah, right, sure, will transition out of Coinbase. This was not an easy decision, but their prior work does present a conflict with our mission. Yeah, okay, well, see what happens? The people do have some influence, right? Especially when you say, hey, close my account. And Kroger says bye-bye to Visa. Kroger with Smith's Foods and Drugs. Those are like grocery stores and stuff, you know? Big old Albertsons, that type of thing. Anyway, they're saying bye-bye to Visa. High charges, hey. Anthony Pompliano, co-founder and partner of Morgan Creek, says, hey, we can help you out. So they're taking a look, or they're going to be taking a look at crypto. Can't say I blame them. Visa's charging these guys, Okay, so that's really quick. The link's below, so you guys can read this. Here's some brand new news hot off the press 28 minutes ago. Yay! Spanish hotel chain launches pilot program to accept Bitcoin payments. Hey, isn't that cool? And this hotel chain is Casual Hoteles. So the Spanish hotel chain has launched a pilot program to accept payments via Bitcoin and Amazon Pay. Awesome. This will begin at the Casual Malaga Del Mar Hotel. Awesome. So, if you ever go to Spain, hey, check these guys out. Have a booking. You can pay in Bitcoin. Yeah. But then, I don't know. How are you guys comfortable actually paying? See, here's another crypto trend. You're going to actually, if you use Bitcoin, you're paying with an asset instead of a debt instrument. Can you handle that? You'll be paying with an asset. That means your room today, you give them 1 Bitcoin for your room, and then overnight it went up 8%. Yeah, I think we might see a lot of people really cut back on purchasing goods and hoarding Bitcoin in the future. But anyway, this is good news for the overall crypto world. They're accepting Bitcoin, and it's about exception. So hey, great, best of luck to them. Casual Hoteles. Let's see what they said here. Casual Hoteles said that they are exploring the latest technological trends so they can appeal to the modern, more technologically savvy customers. Yay! All right, link is below. Check it out. So that's about it. So I'll go check the chat. No one's on there. I'll take off, but we'll see what's going on. Oh, there are people. Hey, everyone. Glad you're listening. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and get notified, because, man, I do such a terrible... this is the first time in the whole thing I said that. I do a terrible job marketing myself. Anyway, thanks for watching. So let's see what you guys have to do. An XX. Oh, I said the name wrong. It's X, and then there's a space, and then there's an X. Fill in the blank yourself. But says you're the best. Thank you, Double X. Christoph. Hey, says hello, Aaron. Hey, Christoph. How's it going? Let's see. Michael E. Word is that AMB is about to take off. No. Winner, chicken dinner. What info do you have on AMB? Let's go take a look at AMB. Anyway, I'm going to kill these because I have to go look at a chart, man. And you know how important that is. I mean, it's like top priority. What did I say about winner, chicken dinner? You know what I'm talking about if you watched a previous video and I pulled up Ambrosis, which I do hold. I do like Ambrosis. They're a supply chain. If you like fish and that type of stuff, they're doing their own sensors. Check them out. They are a real company, but let's bring them up here. This is on good old Binance. And let me color this line differently. Let's make it that. Oh yeah, that shows up. Kind of hideous on the eyes. I don't like that color. I don't want to do green. That's too close. I don't want to do red. Maybe a softer blue. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, look at this. Cyclical. Okay. Sinusoidal. It's very, very cyclical. Draw a line right there. Hey, sine waves, right? What does it do? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Look at here. I'll be darned. It's starting to go up. How high do you think it's going to go up? Oh gosh, maybe here? Maybe here? Maybe here? What do you think? Yeah, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Very, very interesting. Only one I know that has that that amount of consistency. But keep in mind, this is not financial advice, and past performance is not any indicator of the future. Excuse me. Future performance has nothing absolutely diddly squat to do with past performance, right? Okay. But it's been pretty cyclical. So that means probably, if you take that to heart, that it's going to go up here, and then it's going to go backwards, and then they're going to do a happy face or something like that, and then they'll continue on. Yeah. They would if they could, believe me. And that's the market makers. But yeah, what information do you have on Ambrosis? Great. I like them. Check them out. They're AMB. Okay, AMB. Check them out. Interesting coin. If you like stuff like VeChain, hey, you'll probably like AMB. But yeah, share the love. What do you? What information is hot on AMB? Angio says, it's interesting that Putin ordered to have legal structure around crypto done in 1 month. Like he's in a rush or something. Yeah. Germany as well. Germany as well. They want something done right around end of June, July. Putin wants this done beginning of July. They're in a big rush. What is going on? What is going on? Interesting. What is going on with the Fed? What is going on? Let's see. Let me pull back here to the day. Whoops. Look at this. Let me move this out of the way. Popcorn. Election day backed. I have big events that I think are going to happen labeled. So this was backed, back canceled, wham, it dropped even more. We got our selling climax. Election day, right after that. That's this blue line here. Ugh, puked. Tether event, yeah. What happened with Tether event? That's right here. How all of a sudden it went up. And then went down. Hey, it's up again now. But we're in this great big trading range. This white line here, and then this one down the bottom. Big trading range here. It's from the Tether event, whatever they did with Tether. They printed a bunch more, right? And then we have popcorn. So, popcorn with a Q. Yeah, so you guys that are watching Q or whatever, this is popcorn time, right? You're getting full of popcorn. And then further out, I had a false flag event. And that has been on my chart for like a really long time. And what date is that? June 19th. Right around there. So June, July, okay. About that time period, we'll see. I also have this big old line which is like a not an actual price line, but you can think of it as sentiment is what this is. This is not a price line. This is a line for market sentiment. And it dropped, and people got all disappointed and hurt, but yet they still had high hopes. They still have really, really, really high hopes. High hopes, high hopes, high hopes. And then all of a sudden, something's going to happen. Oh, what the heck? Boom. Good news from Russia, perhaps. In the way it goes still. We'll see. But what's going on? I don't know. Interesting stuff, but geopolitical stuff does have a definite impact on cryptocurrencies. Notice here the G20 when it's going down, mark, and then all of a sudden G20 announced that they weren't going to kill crypto. Whammo! That day it started going up. Okay, otherwise Mr. Mt. Gox was just selling. He was selling his underwear here. Anyway, interesting times coming, guys. Interesting times. On Geo says JPM coin will most likely replace the global SWIFT system. Maybe yes, maybe no. But keep in mind, these banks all buy into SWIFT, and maybe they're just tired of doing that and just want to go on their own. I think it's what's happening. Actually, it's not so much as a means to get away from SWIFT, but a means to compartmentalize themselves, to have their own crypto as a shield against, they call it exposure. Okay, exposure to the Federal Reserve note. And that does not bode well for the Federal Reserve note. That's what I'm saying. So, not necessarily, you got it, not necessarily replace SWIFT, but to protect themselves, okay? Yeah. To reduce risk. Because investing and stuff like that, banks are in this market to invest. They're in this money to win and to have you lose. That's the name of the game. They win, you lose. But, well, you can win for a price. Let's put it that way. But that's what this is all about. Risk reward. If you take a look as investing as just differences in risk and reward, that very well could change your entire trading strategy on how you trade. Interesting things. There's a lot of investment books out there, educate yourself, that type of thing. But thanks for the question. JPM coin, interesting stuff. Same as B of A coin. We'll see what happens with that if they ever get that going. Colin asks, curious about your thoughts about energy around Lambden. Tau is the ticker. Well, let's go look at Tau. I mean, I love the name, right? If it was a TAO, I'd love it even better. But hey, they're not there. Why am I even looking there? Because I need more coffee. Let's see. They're in Qcoin. Lots of things are in Qcoin. No. Okay, let's go to CoinGecko. Are they there? Lambden Tau. Hope this is the one. 24 hours. Let's go to 60-day. Looking at the chart. Hip hip hooray. Yeah, kind of stable. A lot of volatility. That's on the 60-day. A lot of volatility. Let's go to the 30. To me, that seems like very, very low volume where they can push it up or down at will. Let's go the 180-day. Okay, that's a little bit better. Follow the trend, my friend. Looks like it's going where? What's the trend from here to there? General trend, right? gone up as late, but so has everything else. It is kind of stable in here, which is some good news. Okay, where are they at? Exchanges. Hit BTC, IDEX, and Biloxi. Volume, $3,000. Too low liquidity for me to be interested in because, yeah, that's not enough volume for me, but it could be for you. I mean, they could definitely grow or whatever. But for me, you know, I'd wait till they get on to a different exchange. But you know what? If they're really low and they're awesome, hey, you know, I mean, it's 2 cents, right? So we looked at their chart. How's their social? So we're just doing a quick look. Check your browser before accessing CoinGecko.com. What? It's never come up before. Reddit. Welcome to Lambden. Okay, so 14 days ago. Let's look at their 4 days ago. Okay, new video with Bitcoin Bravado. Okay, great. 7 days ago. We're just doing a real quick look. So they have some activity. Not a lot, but some. They have a weekly discussion thread. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. How busy are they? They're not busy at all. That's too bad. So low community interest there. Just not enough people know about this coin. Let's take a look at their Twitter. Maybe they prefer tweets. So last one was on January 23rd, but that's a pinned tweet. Okay, go down further. February 25th. Today is March 4th. Not much on their Twitter. At least there's something, right? Which is cool. I mean, that's cool. There's something on their Twitter. But this, you'd expect one of them. They do have 11,000 followers. Okay, so that's good. Weekly discrush. Let's see. Happy Monday, everyone. Dev time update. Okay, good. Giving some updates here. It's like the key, really. Updates only quarterly, but that's more of a traditional business type of thing instead of a Bitcoin thing. So if they only do like updates quarterly, I'm fine with that. Mainly looking at updates from other users, but if it's more, if there's less time in between the updates from the creators, then great. It's just gravy. Ransom numbers on Lambden nodes are incentivized to get more users because after a certain quota is attained per month, they are profiting on their systems. Hey, this is different than BTC, where which forces miners to pump the price to pay for the hardware. This is massive. Okay. All right, that's Lambden. Not getting a whole lot of warm and fuzzies about that. I mean, it's just a small coin. That's all there is to it. Let's check out their GitHub. I'm assuming that you've done this, right? This is part of research. Cilantro, one of my favorite spices. A performant blockchain that isn't confusing. Really? Okay, it's done in Python. Alrighty. Go take a look, see how... Oh, good. They actually have activity. I think it was earlier today, did one on Wan Chain. They had stuff that was like 2 months. A lot of it was like 2 months. Okay, guys? A lot of it, or older. And what is it? What is crypto? Crypto is a a development platform where they have to develop stuff. And then you don't see any activity for development. What does that tell you? This one, 6 days, 10 days, cool. I like to see that. All right, so that is cool. Let's go look at their tests here real quick. Yeah, okay, 10 days, 14 days ago. Yeah, great. Experiments, clouds. Okay, let's go look at a Pi. Good old Python. I would like to see more I would like to see more, a lot more. Okay, so they're using a socket. Okay. I would like to see more comments in the code. Those are just a test, so maybe it's someplace else to see what this is. Multiprocessing play. Hey. Clean, but it needs comments. That makes it important for future developers if somebody else pops in and they got to try to figure out what's going on. If you have just even a little brief explanation, it certainly helps. So guys, coder guys, fellow coder guys, don't forget your comments. Don't forget your comments. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I'm fairly neutral. I have a little bit better, more of a positive than a negative on Tau. So there you go. I mean, if you like it, great. You know, wonderful. I don't even have to go to their website, man. Okay? Thank you for the question. That guy says, I wish Samsung introduced crypto to smartwatches. You know what? Be careful what you wish for. Pretty soon. You know what's coming down the pipeline, right? You know. Embedded chips in your hand. There you go. Okay, says, what happened to the stream? What do you mean, what happened to the stream? Are you there? Is anyone there? I'm here, I'm here. I'm here. Hello. Somebody can hear me, say hello. Somebody can hear me, say hi. I have no idea what happened to the stream. Let me kill this, and then maybe CoinGecko did something. Let me kill this too. Looks like we're back. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. I can't tell. Okay. One of the benefits of being live. Oh, Colin says hi. Okay, great. All right, so we'll continue. I don't know what's going on with the stream. YouTube is funky sometime, and it's like I have a business account, man. For my ISP, so I have a certain level of service that's supposed to be provided, but apparently it looks like it isn't. Anyway, that happens sometimes, right? Okay, here's Mimi. Hey, Mimi, how's it going? All right, so, oh, great. Thanks, Double X. You hear me? I appreciate that, man. Okay, so back, yeah, Samsung, yeah, they'll have it in their watches, and then further on, embeddable chip. And you can think of that what you want. You'll hear a lot of the religious people say, oh, that's the mark of the beast and all this and that, and, you know, whatever. But that's what's coming down the pipeline. Phones, watches, chips. And then Colin says, yep, very, very low volume, low cap, but I really like the team. There you go. Follow your instincts. Follow your intuition. You know, watch my previous video on that scoring thing I did for OneChain. I have a, if you don't have a spreadsheet like that on scoring, if you want to learn how to make one up, get my little video on Teachable. The link's below. It's like $9. I made it really super cheap. You know, it's like I don't make any money on that thing, and that's by design. It's to just pass on the knowledge. But yeah, do a scoring thing on it and come up with a number, and then you'll have. Let's put it this way. It'll give you a very solid, grounded feeling about something that you analyzed. Okay, if you can say, okay, well, out of 1 to 100, the Tau gets a 98. Okay, and then Tron. Okay, Tron. What did I score? Tron 3.7. Okay, so which one do you like better? It's easier to self-judge and remember and stuff like that. Anyway, it's all good stuff. But yeah, main thing is follow your intuition, follow your instinct, okay? And then, let's see, back to the questions. Mimi says, this guy's not getting anything embedded in anything. Yeah, it's kind of scary and where they might want to embed it. Pino Yaya, is that how you say your name? Pino Yaya? Hello there. You have a little umbrella as a moniker, logo, icon. That's cool. Hello. And then Michael says AMB. Yeah, AMB, Ambrosis. So what, love, have you heard about AMB? Let's try this again. Let's go to CoinGecko. Hopefully that doesn't screw up the stream like it did before. We'll go to AMB. There they are. Ambrosis. Dun 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 dun. Go to their Reddito. What have we done? Anything of late? Reverse supply chain problem in Poland? Oh no. Maybe Ambrosis be a possible solution? Yeah. These guys aren't quite competing with VeChain, okay? I mean, they can, but they're not quite different market segments. Ambrosis use cases presented by Olga. Okay, cool. I'll have to watch that. I really haven't looked at Ambrosis in a while. It's time for me to give him some more love. Okay, they passed the second external security audit. That's cool. What else? That was 5 days ago. All right. Cryonic partners with AMB to produce custom autonomous smart sensors in IoT gateways. Hey, that's pretty cool, right? Just scanning this. Newly designed prototype low-cost serialization tag. Really? That's like the most interesting so far. Let's go to their Medium article. Significance. Yeah, let's get right to it. This new LCS tag that Ambrosia has created is not only a digital identifier for quintillions of products, but also a cost-effective and anti-counterfeiting solution. The unique LCS tag is being developed at a time when new regulations are requiring every product in certain industries to become individually identifiable, as for example in the case for all pharmaceutical products by 2021. By developing an easily managed, secure, sustainable, and cost-effective solution, Ambrosis is positioning itself to dominate the market of the individual and secure product tagging. Yeah, the pharmaceutical thing. That way they can individually trace it all the way back from where it was made along the line. That's important. That is a huge thing. Instead of it everything being boxed up, it's like in this crate, and so all you have is this crate. Because somebody could go in, like, I don't know if you remember a while back in the US, Tylenol had a thing where some wacko dude was putting stuff in Tylenol, and so then what happened after that is that's when they started having all the sealed bottles and the airtight foil packaging and the super duper plastic covering on the lids and stuff like that. That's what brought that about. But anyway, let's say if somebody somehow bypassed all that stuff, they could track it back to to where it was on the store, to where the store actually got it, what truck, etc., etc. So in the quintillions, that is huge. So this is actually a huge development. This is awesome. Yeah, that's secure and cost effective. So it's going to be a little. What's it going to look like, man? I got to give these guys some love. I've been interested in them for quite some time, but they're starting to make some. They're starting to get some stuff out from all of their efforts. Okay, I've always liked them. Yes, for a long time. Been holding them for a long time. Okay, yeah, good energy for Ambrosis. All right, so if there aren't any more questions, I'm going to pretty much say goodbye. Let's see. Oh, Mimi has something. Is ADB getting any love? ADB? Who's ADB? I have no idea. Ad Bank? Really? Wow, they're up, aren't they? $170%. What are these guys? Come on. Qcoin. Wow. I do like Qcoin. What do they do? Maybe. Come on, thing. Slow. Advertising is broken. Let's fix it. Ad platform with total transparency of payments between advertisers and publisher, powered by blockchain technology. No, I don't like that type of business model. That's just me. But that doesn't mean it can't blow up the charts, right? 7-day, 179%, 171%. Yeah, wow. Okay. If you like it, great. If you don't, whatever. But somebody's giving them some love, aren't they? AdBank, guys. AdBank, ADB on Qcoin. And Leon says, hello, bro. Hello, Leon Yang. How's it going? How does one say, how's it going? You can say hello, like ni hao, or you can say ni hao ma, which means, hey, how's it going, man? And with like more sincerity, like, tell me, how's it going? So you have ni hao, or you have ni hao ma, like that, okay? It's a little bit more personal. Anyway, ni hao ma. Ni hao ma yang. All right, Colin says, I think ADX will be cool in that space. Really, ADX. ADX. Wait. Let me make sure. Because one time I brought up the wrong coin and I spent like, I don't know, too long a time messing with it. Okay, ADX, that's it. ADX, there they are. Come on, thing. Come on, CoinGecko, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Waiting. Screw that. Sometimes the ads block it as it's waiting to load. And you refresh, see, they have servers where they get the ads from, and sometimes those get locked. You may have noticed that on YouTube too, where there's advertisements and stuff, and all of a sudden the video won't load because until a stupid ad comes on, and then finally the ad comes on and you skip it right, and sometimes you just have to, I don't know. Ads. This is like one of the reasons, okay? I don't like the ad thing. It's because I see it having issues with the throughput, the bandwidth. That's why. So if a site like this wants to use it, I just don't see the blockchain being fast enough to actually do something like that. Not yet, anyway. When 6G comes out, perhaps. Well, maybe not even then. No, probably not even then. Anyway, we'll see. So, ADX. I don't want to read what they do just yet. We're taking a look at their chart. Their chart looks, yeah, okay, just like everything else. Go to the 2-week. Boom, boom, boom. Love, love, love. Volume. Oh, this is interesting. High price, low volume. Low price, high volume. And then it switched here. Interesting. Okay, so a lot of buys maybe. A lot of buys. Increase the volume. Some sells. We'll see what's going on. And then, not so much. That's okay. That's fine. Let's go to 30. Big old spike. Yeah. General trend up. Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's doing something, right? How about the 60? Okay, it's been having a nice, slow, pretty much slow, gradual increase over time. 30 days is 22%. Yeah, that's good. Okay. When I see something that's 170%, I think that's when I get FOMOP. Fear of missing out on profits. But this looks pretty, this looks nice and stuff like that. Okay. Where are they at? Where are they at? Are they in the Binance? Really? I look up like Binance all the time, man, and it's like I don't see them. I always pass them by. Yeah, okay, so the Binance thingy, this is on the day. Alright, so yeah, nice gradual increase here with some undulations. Looks like they're building up, they're consolidating, right? Getting ready to do something. Where should I draw this bad boy? Okay, so he's, a lot of people are going to draw this differently, right? They're going to draw it like that or whatever. But anyway, he's coiling up, going to be doing something. It looks like he's going up, and when it goes up, what is that type of... Yeah, I know I'm drawing this thing here. I'm hitting these points here where it's rejected off of this wicks. That's why I'm drawing it there. It's because there's so many of them. If there's one, it's an outlier. If there's a whole bunch of them, I consider that valid. So there we go. What do we have? We have an ascending triangle. And what happens with an ascending triangle? You tell me. But anyway, this is a similar pattern. It's just following along with Bitcoin. And we'll see. If we take a look at this on Wyckoff here, we have our same thing. We have our point of last supply, our selling climax, our... yeah, our test down here. So we're looking at our trading range. Where would that be? Right there would be one. Okay, and then the other one would be, let's try to get up here. So I'm going to call this one like the trading range. There we go. So it's going to be bouncing around in there perhaps. And it can be just going, you know, it's going to be testing the top. It's going to be testing the bottom and just going around looking for a breakout and eventually go up here and say, okay, let's dump my coins to the suckers, and then game over again. We start. That's pretty much the game. A lot of people don't realize that they're in the distribution phase. When they're buying down here, it's being accumulated. You look for large buys when it's low like this, like that. Hey, there you go. It's low. Well, it really shot that up, but it's still fairly low. So right here, see how low that is to this line? So that's, I'd call that accumulation. Also some of this little stuff in here. This maybe could be some accumulation, but yeah, maybe right around in here. I don't think so. I think that was just a test to see how low it was, because he was here and he dropped it down lower. See if he can pick some more up. Yeah, sure, pick some up, bumped it up here. We're just waiting for this thing to be, I mean, it's just being played. Okay, just being played like everything else, and just realize what it's doing. But yeah, what do they do? What do they even do? Because I haven't even looked at them. I mean, I pass by them like all the time, and like I just know them. I mean, I barely knew their ticker number. Let's see, let's go to their thing here real quick. Reach your target audience and make the most of your marketing budget. Make sure you never pay for invalid clicks again. Another ad thing. Totally not interested in that, and that's just me. Yeah, so it pretty much follows Bitcoin for the most part, okay? There are a lot of nice exchanges here and stuff like that. If you like them, great. They do have some volume. You know, it's not 35,000, it's 10 times that, right? So we'll see what's going on here. How's their social look? We're just doing a real quick speed thing here. And 3,900 Reddit, that could be a lot higher. So we're looking, oh, they have the tweets right here. That's what popped up. That's nice. Bonjour Paris. We're here for ICC, whatever that is. 8x network with all the potential use cases for blockchain. All right, gig economy. Okay, fine. You know, if you like them, great. You know, spread the word. Why do you like these guys? Okay. So yeah, looks like their tweets, their Twitters, mainly where they go. Reddit probably every, you know, not so much. And you know, you can't be on every social media. It gets really cumbersome and hard to track, you know, just logistically. Oh, that looks kind of cool. What is that? Cheap bulk custom flash drive. Huh. And it doubles as a pin. Huh. I wonder on the other, yeah, huh. It's like a James Bond thing. Anyway, so that's 8x. So, yeah, not too bad. I just don't like the type of business they're in, that's all. So could they be cool in the space? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Leon says the key got new news. Really? Really? Have to look at that. The key's like the bomb, man. Social. See, it's on their Reddit. It's either on their Reddit or on their Twitter. Things coming this year, predictions. Yeah, when AMA. Yeah, quarterly, people, quarterly. Okay, so we know this. So let's go look at their tweets, see if something's on the tweets. That's where the links usually are for their Medium articles and stuff. Yeah, just the same old stuff from what we covered before. Selected as a national demonstration project. Read that. That's a big one. And then this one, of course. Forbes mentioned they're happy about that. Yeah, whatever happened with Chinese New Year? Remember that? Chinese New Year? Remember? We didn't hear any news on all the YouTubers about the crash or the big downward spike caused by New Year's this year, did we? Interesting. Past events seem not to affect future events. Anyway, so yeah, not new, nothing new except for that article there, which is a pretty good article to read. Check them out. They do have some. It's like they got selected to be anyway, it kind of points to the outcome of what their June review will be for their pilot program before they go nationwide, because that's a yay or nay. And so it kind of sheds some positive light on that. Let's put it that way. Read it, okay? Read it. Mimi says, Ad Bank's commercial got me. You might enjoy it. It's actually a pretty solid project. I don't doubt that it's a solid project. I don't doubt at all. It very well could be. I just don't like that line of business. That's all. You know, people can make money at it. It could be an awesome project. They could have the world's best team and stuff like that. I just don't want to deal with any type of advertising business at all. That's all. That is just me, okay? It's like how some people don't want to touch Ripple because they're dealing with the banks. All right? Nothing bad about AdBank, okay? Nothing bad about them. Nothing bad about ADEX. I just don't like that field. Okay, so Fawad. Hey, Fawad says, hello, my brother. Hello. How's it going? Let's see. Still reading these quotes. Thanks for all the questions, guys. It's awesome, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, Colin says again, I just like the team and their approach. Pretty dynamic future, I think. Very well could be. They could be totally awesome. It's great. So people do research on it. If you like that, you know, hey, right now it's like, yeah, I just picked up Digibyte and my bags are full. I can't carry any more bags right now. I wish I could. But, you know, sometimes you run into, okay, where do you put all of your capital? And then you have a coin that says, okay, well, this is a great coin. This is a great coin. But then I have this other, like, super great coin. Do I want to sell that and put it into this one? Or, I don't know. It's one of those things. But, yeah, I mean, you like AdBank and ADEX and stuff like that? Fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I didn't get any bad energy like they're a scam or garbage or anything like that. You know, but people's out there, do your research because no matter what energy is out there, you have, you could also have some unknown influences that have yet to rise their head and could adversely affect the coin or the market or whatever, right? So nothing's written in stone, man. But do your own homework. You know the drill. But yeah, thanks for having me look at that. It looked like an interesting coin. Interesting project. Fawad says I should change my name to the People's Crypto Channel. No, I think I'd probably get cut off by the national router of China. They'd cut me off, man. Oh, I like 3 Chinese coins. I'll put it that way. My thoughts on Polymath? I don't know, not much. I've heard of it. Oh, Colin says I'm not selling anything in this short-term game. Yeah. Polymath. Back to Polymath. Heck, I don't know. Like, once again, one of those coins I've heard of, and it's like, that's it. Okay. Some people can't believe it. It's like, holy cow. Because most of my time I get, you know, I'm doing research. I'm doing really, really deep research on other things. But let's take a look at Polymath. Okay, so this will be a speed review. See if I can get this done in under 1.5 minutes. All right, depending on how fast this goes. So 1, 2, 3, here we go. Okay, so Polymath looking at the 30-day here. What do we have going on? Come on, thing, refresh faster. How can I get this done in 30 seconds? Let's go to the 60-day. 60-day we're waiting. Okay, so fine. Follow the trend. Look at that. Had a little bump up. Had nice interest. If you look at the chart here on the... okay, so that's going up. A lot of nice volume increase here with actually decreasing price. So people are buying. That's what they're doing. Which, when people buy, yeah, what happens after they buy? So you can answer that yourself. Where can you pick this guy up? Lots of places. Binance. Binance again, really? See, I whiz through the coins like all the time. There didn't used to be this many. Now I just scroll through them and look for like hot or something like that. So Poly. Let's go to Poly. Boy, I sure screwed that chart up, didn't I? I'm going to have to go clean that up. Poly, 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 Poly. Where are you, Poly, Poly, Poly? P-O-L-Y, P-O-L-Y, O-P. Maybe it's only under BTC. Yeah, okay. Okay, that explains why I never see it. Because I usually only look at ETH for the most part. Okay, what's going on? Okay, got Binance. Okay. Have two double tops, and now it's at a bottom. Huge sells here. Huge sells with a very slow wick. That means if you're looking at candles with that kind of volume, that there was a lot of buy pressure actually. Even though this closed on a red, huge volume. So there was a lot of buy pressure in a tight range and a lot of sell pressure. Sell pressure won out. But a lot of buys and sells right here. Very interesting. So what happens with that? Sometimes it gets worn out. Follow the trend, my friend, is the general rule, right? And then where's the bottom of this? They're basically, yeah, we can do a bottom support line right there. That's being optimistic. So we'll see what happens like that. Yeah, it's kind of leveling off, but then boom, we'll see what happens if it can hit this breakout. You know, don't know. That might not even be a decent line. It might even be better doing this kind of line. No, that line sucks. What you're looking for is something with 3 points. 3 touches. And if you're going to do them on the candle bodies, you do them on the candle bodies. If you're going to do them on the wicks, you do them on the wicks. Only 2 touch, no 3. So then, when there's really nothing that matches, I kind of just use the average right in between the lines, all the bumps. And there you go. So basically, it's had a breakout, and it's going on its way down from a rejection. So we'll see what happens. Could just be chilling out, and then we'll see what happens with that, right? But strong volume, strong volume, which is interesting. Look at the volume back here. So we'll see what goes on with Polymath. It doesn't look completely awful or bad or anything like that. Interesting to see. I'm just sitting back here waiting. See what it can do. Interesting stuff. What do they do, actually? Maybe they do math. Do they math? The future of Wall Street of finance. Polymath enables trillions of dollars of securities to migrate to the blockchain. Ooh, that is a crypto trend. That is a crypto trend. The only thing is, are they going to actually allow these guys to do it for them? That's the only question. Is that stuff going to happen? Yeah. Is it going to be these guys? Don't know. Who are their... Depends who their partners are. If their partners are American Express, they have to be a big boy. Okay? They have to be a huge big boy to compete in this. Otherwise, investors. It's not what I'm looking for. Where are their partners? You guys know where their partners are? Who's their biggest partner, man? Like their biggest Wall Street partner, okay? I don't care about any of this stuff. When it comes to this type of thing, I don't care about any of it. Solutions. None of these guys, none of these guys, none of these guys. Don't give a shit. Not big enough. This type of thing, you only look for who has the juice on Wall Street. And these guys aren't shown they have any juice at all. They could be the greatest thing. They could get this stuff done. But then what are you going to see? JP Morgan? We'd rather spend $1 billion of our own instead of using yours for $15 a month. They're not in the club, is basically what I'm saying. Okay. Not interested in Polymath at all. I wish I could have found some big boy partnership, and I mean huge, like top. Didn't see it. Doesn't look like they're in the club, so I'm disregarding them for anything other than price action. And that's just me, okay? Because there's a lot of other coins out there to concentrate on. So I hope that answered your question. If you like them, great. Wonderful. It's like they could have a great team. They could have a great product. Like I said, it's a crypto trend. It is a crypto trend. It's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to be with those guys. Unless they get a huge partner. Like Amex or PwC. Well, not even PwC. PwC isn't large enough. Yeah, it'd have to be big. Tomo Beast says hi. Hey there. Hey. He's asking if anyone has Digibyte. Has anyone even heard of Digibyte? What are they? Yeah. Last I heard, they're a good coin. Says, Tomo Beast likes Digibyte. Says it's going to be the people's coin. I take it you mean people's as in not necessarily only China, right? Okay. Crypto to tech for the average person. Yeah, Digibyte has interesting energy. Check it out if you hadn't. Yeah, they have their Digi Cafe, which is kind of cool. Okay, here's a really super duper uber important question from JG. Will the government ever lift tax requirements to record every crypto purchase for your taxes? That, my friends, that, not the CME, not the CBOE, not Mt. Gox, not the ability to short, not the cabal, none of that stuff compares to the gravity of the tax situation on what brought down and tamed this crypto market. Okay, that in my opinion is the number one reason taxes went into effect January 1 in the US, and so we could no longer trade freely beyond from crypto to crypto. Those became taxable events. Before we used to trade, and then when we cashed out going from fiat to USD, that's when we'd pay the tax. Hey, it was cool, easy. Everybody's happy with it. Wonderful thing. Government got their taxes, all that good stuff. So what happened? The government trying to get money has seen a 90% drop in the transactions, which probably equates to about a 7 to 80% drop in revenue that they could have received, or more, if they had not taxed it to that extent in the first place. So the government, trying to tax something, basically shot themselves in the foot. Okay, and they could have made more net by actually having lower taxes than them putting on this onerous, vile taxation. And yes, I think it should be taken off of the stock market as well. It shouldn't just be crypto, it should be the stock market as well. You're putting your money up, and so you're already paying in risk. You're paying the tax in risk. Anyway, as you can see, I don't care much for taxes on that. But will they ever, if they ever do that, if they ever lift it, then that means that you might not. Let's put it this way: if they ever lift that tax, it means they are absolutely desperate for money. Absolutely desperate. It's either they're absolutely desperate, or they have a phenomenal crypto lover in town. Okay, that's running the show, but I don't see the odds of that being very likely. Them being absolutely desperate for money, and them lifting the taxes for capital gains like that off of securities and off of crypto. Absolutely desperate, and for them to be that desperate, times will be absolutely terrible. And if they're that bad, that's when you are definitely not going to want to sell any of your crypto. Okay, because that basically means that's when the dollar is falling for real. That's when the dollar is falling for real. That's when you actually want to keep on to the crypto for usability stuff. That's the banking collapse, man. That's when that'll happen. You start seeing that. So, do I see it in the future happening? Yeah. Do I want to see it? No. It's a two-way. I wish they never would have put it there in the first place. They're just stupid. That's the difference between being a capitalist or not, okay? People stuck that in are not capitalists, in my opinion. As you can tell, I have a little bit of opinion on some things. Oh, well. Okay, gotta have fun with this stuff, right? Okay, Tommy B's Digibyte. Yeah, let's get it lighter. Let's go back to Digibyte. More transactions than Visa by 2020. Yep, Digibyte's cool. Check it out, guys. So, Colin, let's see what you say. You have that poly chart going backwards in time. I do? How does that happen? I don't understand. Going backwards in time? You know, if the market makers could, like, for somehow buy something else that would make the chart go backwards like this, they would do it. And they would draw little happy faces. That's what they would do. They would draw little happy faces. Just to say, hey, we're in control. But yeah, so what do you mean I have the thing going backwards in time? A little bit confused there. Please specify. Does not compute. Let's see here. Gotta have fun with this stuff. Okay, Hanjio wants to know what state I'm at. I'm in California. Hey, had a brother-in-law lived in Hawaii. Yeah. Yeah, I like Hawaii. What island are you on, man? You on the Big Island? You on probably not a Molokai. Or Nihao. Yeah, I'd say definitely not a Nihao. Let me guess. Let me go into your energy, bro. Getting northeast Oahu. How's that? Am I wrong or like totally off? Anyway, way cool. But Hawaii's a nice place. If you guys haven't been to Hawaii, yeah, go. It's safe to drink the water there if you didn't know. Oahu, yeah. What area? I said northeast. So that means inland of Diamond Head. Okay. You know that big old freeway they built? Kind of like towards that. Honolulu, yeah. But are you on the north side towards Diamond Head? See, isn't this cool? I went into the guy's energy just like that. Wham, got the island, got the city. Now I'm trying to get how good my energy reading was. I went into it for a second. Interesting. South. Okay. What do you determine south? Is Diamond Head north or north of Waikiki, or is it south of Waikiki? Because I get confused with the whole leeward, windwards type of thing. Okay. So Poly. Okay. Not too far off, so that's cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, you can drink the water in Hawaii if you didn't know. And it's a great place to go. Actually go in the summer. It's a lot cheaper than in the winter. Okay, so Ed is asking, how many TKY do I think would make you a high net worth individual? It depends what you mean by high net worth. Do I shop for Lambos or do I shop for Aston Martins? You know, it's all relative. When you start getting that kind of money, you're going to have to, you might run into issues of actually getting off the exchanges. How many is that? I don't know. You can do the math. Whatever you think a high net worth would be. You know, it's relative. Some people think a Lambo. Okay. Some people think a fourplex. Some people think multiple fourplexes. It just depends on the individual. I will say this, more than one. Anyway, thanks for the questions. And no, I'm not trying to be facetious or avoid the question. It's just, what does their ad? It's just, what does one really consider a high net worth? Is it $1 million, $2 million, whatever? Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it. It is time to go. I have to get up in the morning and do stuff. You know how it goes. But anyway, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, get notified, all that good stuff. And G Slick says, hey, any energies with backs? No, I might take a look at that tomorrow. Yeah, just, it's late. I'm signing off, man. Sorry about that, G Slick. But, yeah, check it out. Go ahead and in the comments put what you think about it, okay? I have no problem with that whatsoever. Spread the love on the information that you might have so others can see. All right, so everyone have a good night, and I'll catch you later. See ya.